enough of that corny nonsense. So for this project, you'll definitely need a jean jacket, some Sherpa material, and some scissors, of course, to cut it, and a marker of some sort so you can mark on the fabric, some no-sew glue, and some type of clothespins or binder clips. Okay, so first things first, go ahead and lay your collar flat of your jean jacket because we're gonna get ready to trace it. So luckily enough, when you lay it flat, it's like pretty parallel as far as the top and bottom lines go. So all I really did was I slid the Sherpa material underneath the collar and I just aligned the edge as best as I could to the bottom of the collar, as you kind of see me doing here. So that way all you really have to do is trace the sides and the top of the collar. So I used a fabric marker just because I have some, but really whatever marker works, whatever makes a line that you can see, you know. But yeah, so once you have that shape all traced out, then all you got to do is take your scissors and cut it. So I would also recommend to just like maybe cut around the lines. You can see that I'm barely like cutting around the line rather than on it or inside of it, because last thing you would want to happen is cut it all out and it end up being like way too small for the section that you wanted to cover, you know? So go ahead and lay it flat again and take your no-sew glue. And all I did was just zigzag it all the way across. And I also put some glue around the edges as well. So I didn't want this to be a sewing type of project because A, I am not the best seamstress. I've never taken a fashion class, so I would just rather not risk it. And B, I know that putting a jean jacket under the sewing machine could be pretty difficult if you just have like a basic sewing machine that I do. Like I don't have a heavy duty one, so yeah. So I went ahead and took the clothespins and the binder clips and I just secured that collar on there while I work on the rest of the jacket. So with that leftover material that I have, I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to put the Sherpa material kind of like along those flaps, whatever you want to call that. I really don't know what it's called, but I measured it out to be like 1.5 inches, and then I roughly measured the bottom of where it would end by just putting the jacket against it. And then I cut out 2 of those strips so I could put them on both sides. So I actually did film myself like cutting out the holes and stuff like that, but in reality, when you do this to this jacket, you kind of lose that functionality of being able to close the jacket unless I would say like you went in and changed the buttons completely, because it just makes it too thick for the button to even like fit through, you know what I mean? So I just kind of decided to keep that out of the clip of me even cutting the slits through the Sherpa, because I did do it, but there's really no point. Sorry guys. But for the other side, I flipped the Sherpa the other way so I could just roughly like cut around where like the holes are going to be. I just made slits there. And for this side, so that it would be just like a little less messy with the glue and the fidgeting like with the buttons and stuff like that, I just did it section by section. So you'll see I'm just putting glue under the first button. Then I'm taking the Sherpa and placing it down there. And then I am fitting the button through the slit that I made earlier. And then I just go down doing the same thing until I have like all the buttons through the Sherpa and it's all glued down. So this glue actually surprisingly like dries pretty quick, but obviously I would just let it sit for a whole day or overnight just so that it's nice and secure. But like I had said before, this is where I'm kind of just like cutting around where I had some extra fabric just hanging off. And you can even like just clean up the edges. After I cut off the excess fabric that I had, I also just kind of like cleaned up the sides just so that some of the fuzzies weren't like sticking out too much. And then a last detail that I did to this jacket was I wanted to do it around the cuffs. So it's pretty much the same type of process. This time I was kind of just lazy and I just guessed the width and cut it out and just winged it. And there you go. So yeah, this DIY/thrift flip was literally so cheap, and it was just amazing because I thrifted this jacket for only $6, guys, $6. And then I picked up the Sherpa material from Hobby Lobby for only $2 for like 6 inches, and that's all you need per jacket. So I went ahead and did that to another jacket that I had. So I thrifted this one for $8, and I did the technique on the collar as well as the flaps of the pocket. So I thought that that was like a little bit of a different feel. And with the leftover material that I had, I also did my niece's little jean jacket. So I did hers on the bottom of her jacket and the collar, of course. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below of your thoughts, your comments, and any videos you'd like to see from me next. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.